two players, Jameel Lyons and Kavion Keys, were charged with felony charges, including rape.
Jeez.
This happened back in July. Both were placed on interim suspension at the end of July to, quote, deal with the personal matter.
All right.
Few days after the suspension, neither were enrolled at the university any longer. They didn't participate in fall practices. They haven't been on the team. No players or coaches spoke about them.
Yep.
But then the reports came out on the charges that were filed against them. And James Franklin, as they get ready to face Wisconsin, is speaking to the media for the first time.
Big game.
And here's how James Franklin handled it. We have a video for you guys right here.
Guys, how we doing?
Good. This is obviously a serious and sensitive subject. I know Greg read that, but we haven't heard anything from you on this.
John, we released the university statement. All right, do I need to read the statement again?
If you would like.
All right. Regarding the two former Penn State football players, we released a statement yesterday, and our program and athletic department will have no further comment. If you need the statement, please reach out to me or Chris.
Hey guys, any questions?
James, at what point in the summer were you aware that these guys were not going to get on the team?
Again, guys, the university already released a statement. If you need the statement, reach out to me or Chris. We'll have no further comment.
Are there questions about Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yes.
There are questions about Wisconsin. Please keep your questions to Wisconsin.
Hey guys.
So, like, the university handled it well to a point. You put them away from the team while they're facing these charges, because I covered Quintez Cephas in Wisconsin, and he was wrongfully accused and wrongfully vilified as well. Like, lost a year of his college experience. Turned out he's innocent, came back and played for the team. But the university wrongly replied to what happened to Quintez Cephas, kicking him off the team, and then it turned out he's innocent. But if you're the head coach of a football program, you can't go up there. You can read the statement. You can say you guys saw the statement. For him to like step away and only taking questions about Wisconsin, and then you're the biggest face. You're probably the highest paid employee in the state. You're the biggest face of the university, the biggest face of the program. You're the most famous person affiliated with Penn State. You can't answer the questions from the media. They're going to ask, did you know about this? Did you know what was going on when you suspended them, kicked them off the team? Just James Franklin couldn't face the questions. And I get it. There's a statement there. He's not going to say more. But it's baffling to me to see a head coach handle it that way. And the university, too, same thing of like, talk to him and be like, go field the questions. It'll be a tough 5 minutes. You get it out of the way, and that's it.
This is a problem, I think. And I appreciate you actually bringing up that you covered a situation in Wisconsin where a young man, they jumped the gun, I guess, in that case, and moved as if he were already guilty, and then he was proven innocent, and they kind of had to walk it back and let him back on the team. I appreciate you bringing that up because I'm not as familiar with the skeletons in Wisconsin's closet as I am Penn State. We are all very aware of what happened with this Penn State program over the years, going back to the Joe Pa, Jerry Sandusky nonsense. That was disgusting. And Joe Pa, you know, I know he's not here to defend himself, but there is no defending yourself. Like he turned a blind eye to a lot of things for a long time and only addressed it when he had to. And by then it was too late. And by then he was guilty, too, of covering up, you know, or not doing enough. In this case, I think James Franklin really dropped the ball because you are at Penn State and because of that history. And you are, as George said, you're the face of Penn State. Like, you're the guy. You've been there a long time. You haven't won any big games to save your arse, but you've been there for a long time. You are the man. I disagree with you a little. I don't think he has to stand up there and answer questions. That part of it I get. The walk-off I don't love, though.
Yes.
He could have very easily read the same damn statement that my man read.
Exactly.
That when he walked off and, dude, I guess the SID, I'm guessing, read that. What? It's a paragraph, if that. It was 3 or 4 sentences. James Franklin could have did that. And then as the questions rolled in, he could have repeated that statement. Or he could have said, I just told you what I told you. I'm here to answer questions about Wisconsin, and none of us could really bat an eye. The other thing James Franklin missed an opportunity to do, in my opinion, in that clip we watched, and for our listeners that you heard, he's walking away from the podium, not answering, right? He missed an opportunity to distance the program from these young men. See, what James Franklin did benefited James Franklin. In that moment, he walked away. Oh, I don't want anything to do with this. SID, take it. That's a mistake, bro. You are Penn State, okay? You're not a free agent coach. Like you are attached to a program that has a very dark, disturbing history. What you want to do is make it about we, not me. I want to distance my program, my university from this. Hey, guys, here's a statement read from James Franklin. We, as a university, want to distance ourselves from these guys. They're no longer here. There are legalities ongoing that I can't get into, so I can't. How many times do we see celebrities get in trouble, and then they're back out in the public eye, and they're asked about it, and they say, well, it's an ongoing legal thing. I can't speak on it. No one asks follow-ups to that because you can't speak on it. James Franklin could easily say, these guys are no longer with the program. We're letting the legalities play out. That's all I can say on it. I'm here for Wisconsin questions. Boom. In that moment, you're accountable. You're protecting your program. You're not allowing history to repeat itself as it pertains to cover-ups or plausible deniability. I don't have anything to do with it. Yeah, you do, bruh. I think this was a missed opportunity for James Franklin, and I'm a big fan of his, which is why I'm very passionate about this. Yeah. And let's go back to the field. He hasn't won big games already. Like your ass is already on the hot seat. It's preheating for you, bro. And now you want to separate you from this, but you don't want to separate the program from this. That's a problem. This is a red flag. Another one. James Franklin can't win a big game, and then this is terrible. It's a terrible look. I just don't think listen, I don't know if he's the guy. I'll be honest. I think he may be in over his head.
They were charged with the felonies on Wednesday. Like, this was right after that happened. It wasn't – the university handled it right to suspend them and even to say it's, quote, personal matters because it is personal matters. It is. I didn't know if they were innocent or guilty at that point, but they had to take care of that. They were charged with that on Wednesday. And then you just go up there and go, they were both suspended. They weren't with the team while they figured that out.
That's right.
They're no longer with the team.
That's right.
I'm going to let the legal system play out.
Yes.
And the fact they were found guilty – I feel for the victims, and anyone's a victim of that, I feel bad for.
That's the other part.
That's all I'm going to say.
He didn't say it.
And then they ask a question and go, I just addressed it. There is a statement. Any questions you have? It does, like, where's the media training?
I agree.
Because it makes Penn State look bad.
Yeah.
Where's the media training for the SIDs in this?
Yeah.
For James Franklin? You're an adult, and you're not going to answer questions, whether you answer them or not, but you're going to go into your locker room and preach accountability.
That's right.
To the 100 guys that are on your team.
Yeah.
While you're making millions of dollars a year.
How you don't have crisis media training at that school
is beyond me.
Is beyond both of us. And I'm telling you, bro, like, this could be – he already's not winning the big games.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be a problem. And by the way, I mean, the victims. Dude, we're not talking about jaywalking here.
Yeah.
These guys didn't get picked up for traffic violations.
One of the worst things you could possibly do.
They didn't get a Dewey here.
Yeah.
Like, this is awful. Heinous stuff. Yep. Why wouldn't you want to separate your program from this?
Yep.
It's. I'm telling you, this is disturbing, and this will, I believe, just be another pelt on the wall when, not if, this guy is let go. They already haven't. We have 10 years of this guy losing big games. 10 years. They've been trying to run James Franklin out of town, but the school likes him. They keep giving him all the money, and they keep him. But this, I'm telling you, this is going to backfire. He keeps losing. You got stuff like this. It's just a matter of time. They're going to run you out of there. They call it Happy Valley. Not for long for James Franklin.
And when he steps aside and comes back like, hey, guys, any questions? Just like, are you ready now? And then they keep coming.
Lame.
And you heard someone off to the side say, only Wisconsin questions. It's like,
by the way,
you're an adult.
If I have a 5-star quarterback or linebacker or something in my house, and he comes in my living room,
good point.
My kid's not going to Penn State, but I'll let him come for a recruiting visit because I want to ask about that.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened that day? Blah, 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 blah.
Why didn't you answer the question?
Why didn't you answer it?
And I'm going to trust you with my son.
Right. Facts.
When you teach him accountability, you can't do it yourself.
That's right.